SAFC fans react. I'm Shaun Middleton, and today, after the 1-0 victory down at the Bet365 Stadium at Stoke City, the attention turns to Norwich City at the Stadium Light this afternoon, live on Sky Sports, but overshadowed by the Alex Neil leaving as the Sunderland boss yesterday. Breaking news yesterday about Alex Neil is in talk with Stoke City to take their new manager's job, and I'm pretty certain that he will take it up. So a lot of Sunderland fans are very angry and disgruntled at that. But the current score at the minute is Sunderland 0, Norwich City 1, and now I'll be getting the fans' reactions as they leave the stadium. Like, could you please like, share and subscribe to our channel? It's absolutely free, it does not cost a penny. Stay safe and bye for now. SAFC fans react, and I'm with Ethan. Disappointing afternoon for Sunderland, losing 1-0 at home to Norwich City, but overshadowed by the news that Alex Neil has left the club to go to Stoke City. Yeah. What's your initial thoughts on that?
I mean, it's a big loss for Alex Neil. I don't know why he's left for Stoke, to be honest with you. I think Sunderland's obviously a massive club compared to Stoke, I think, in my opinion.
Huge difference, isn't there?
Yeah. But I think he is a massive loss. He's a massive asset to the club, he was, I should say. Yeah. Because he had the same squad Lee Johnson had, really, and he got us up with it, whereas Lee Johnson was struggling
big time.
But we can't hang our heads and just think that's it, we're done now. We've got to go out, get someone else,
get the right man.
Can't just settle for someone mediocre. I think you've got to go and get the right man. Big appointment.
That's what I've just said.
I wouldn't go for someone that's got a completely different play style like Alex Neil. I'll go to someone that's got something similar, because you've got the same squad there.
Sean Dyche, maybe he's a little bit, if you could have tracked him, or not, you're not really clearing that one.
I think he's decent. No, he's a decent manager. He is solid, but I think we can't take too long an appointment, but we've definitely got to have a look at a few before instead of rushing into it. I think, because the lads today, to be fair, they played brilliant today. I thought we were very unlucky against Norwich.
I know we did first half, didn't we?
We stepped off a bit in the second half, but even still, I thought we had our chances in the second half.
We did.
Not chances that got cleared off the line where we hit the post bar. Very unlucky today. But no, I think we just got to make sure we get the right appointment.
It's massive now that we need to get the right appointment. And as you just said, we can be settling for like a mediocrity appointment. Get the right man. There'll be still men out there. I mean, Big Sam. I mean, if he would come back.
He's had a long time out of football as well, though. That's the thing as well. But you just got to get a manager that makes us hard to beat. Yeah, the same as Alex Neil. Exactly.
Sean Dyche, I think's the man. Would he come? I'm not sure.
I would be happy, but obviously you hear the rumours about Alex Neil, whether it's down to the money and stuff. You don't know.
How could, if it's about money, how can we not outbid Stoke? That's a bit worrying, isn't it?
Well, from what I've heard, obviously Alex Neil was offered £7 grand a week on a 12-month rolling contract. But that's what he's on. He's been offered a couple contracts on top of that. But then I've heard Stokes went and offered double or triple his money on a 3-year contract. So it's a no-brainer in his eyes, really.
It could be a case of that. His family's down in the northwest, and it could be just a bit shorter distance.
There's that. He's guaranteed 3 years worth of work. If it doesn't go to plan, he gets paid off. You know what I mean?
What's your feelings on Speakman and KLD in this situation? Are you with them or not with them?
It's a bit of a mix, to be honest with you. I think Sunderland should have definitely done more than what they could have done
to keep him.
Yeah, to keep Alex Neil. 100%. 100%.
He made the choice in the end, but I think if they said, "Look, there's a 5-year contract, 5-year plan, big deal, gets back to the Premier League in 3 years."
Exactly. There you go.
Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Seems a bit of a case of penny pinching.
By the sounds of it, they've tried to keep him on that 12-month contract and just upped his wage. But I think as soon as we won that game at Wembley, he should have been given that contract straight away.
That's the sizzler.
3-year contract, 5-year contract, whatever. But he should definitely have been given a permanent contract then.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not joking here. I don't know what you think. I've last couple of days yesterday, especially, I've been struggling really bad with all this. I felt the same as when Big Sam left for England. I felt the same thing, and I've just felt so. I'm like heartbroken in a sense. It's really. I didn't expect it.
To be honest with you, I just had a burn on Wednesday.
Oh, so congratulations!
Thank you very much. So that was my happiness of the week. And
there you go.
That came along a few days later. Put a little bit of a kick in the balls, but
the new Ben will be hoping for the best man, and that's what we're going to hope for now, man.
Exactly.
Are you still positive, mate, about getting our season back on track this season?
I do. Because, to be honest with you, I think there's a lot of worse teams than us in that league.
So we think we'll be all right.
I think we'll be all right. Definitely. Good players there, man. Good players. Keep all of them in the next 4 days.
Signed that Michu from Paris Saint-Germain.
I've seen him. He was at the game today. But even still, like Ross Stewart and Pritchard, I think
some good players for this.
We'll keep all of them in these next 4 days. I think that's us fine.
Right, cheers, pal. Much appreciated.
No problem.
Stay safe, all right. Fans react. I'm outside the Stadium Light. Disappointing game for Sunderland. They've lost 1-0 to Norwich City, but overshadowed by Alex Neil leaving yesterday.
Still don't know what's happening, do we?
It hasn't been confirmed, but it's going to be confirmed. It'll be confirmed today, won't it?
Aye, well, we'd think so, wouldn't you? But no, I think we had a canny game. We just got hit by a sucker punch, yeah, like. But I thought 09 had a good game as well. So, but not disappointing. But we'll kick on, man.
We'll kick on.
Definitely, aye. Got it, haven't
we? Still keeping the faith.
Of course, always.
One man's not bigger than the club as this year.
Nah.
But do you think? What's your feelings on Alex Neil now?
I think he's been poached, like. The other week, aye. It's been done in 24 hours, isn't it?
Do you think maybe last Saturday, they sport him last Saturday and he's...
Got to be, innit?
Give you a few million.
Aye, 100%.
And KLD and Speakman's been caught a little bit.
There's loads of rumours going around, so you just don't know what to believe, do you?
On to the game this afternoon, pal. I thought we played well first half, but...
Aye, I did, aye. We just got it, like I say, I thought we...
Got to take your chances.
100%, aye. I mean, we were sitting over there and I thought it was in, like, to be honest, when the ball got whipped across.
I know, I would say, but it was a Grant Hanley on the line, I think it was a cracking save, like, when on the line.
It was, aye, but
one of them,
like I say, we'll kick back. We'll hopefully find out soon who we're going to get in.
Who would you like to see as the next manager?
Well, I would like SHAUN, but I don't know if we're going to give him that money, are we?
That's the thing, you have Premier League wages, but it wouldn't have been a massive...
And I've heard he doesn't work under a footballing director as well.
That's the thing as well, isn't it? That's a stumbling block. Who's going to come in and work under
But I didn't want Tony Mowbray, like. No. Definitely not.
Star performer and stuff now?
For me, I thought 09 had a good game. Like, he seemed to be everywhere we needed to be.
We'll get back on track. You're confident we'll get back on track?
I think so, aye.
Hey, cheers for your time, pal. Nice have a safe journey on, pal. Rob Candler is on SAFC Fans React. Rob, we'll talk about the game in a bit, but first of all, Alex Neil has left Sunderland for Stoke City. What's your initial thoughts on that?
Typical Sunderland story. As regards to Alex Neil, what can you say? I mean, my understanding is he was on a year's rolling contract, and he's took the option. Can't really say too much about because at the end of the day, he got us out of that division. If you want to put it that way, I just found it difficult to cope. The fact that he's gone the day before a game, I didn't think that was necessary.
Yeah, you think he could have done it after today's game?
He should have definitely done it after that game, and that tells us that there's probably a lot more than...
Being talks maybe earlier on.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye with that one. I suppose it'll come out in due course, if it ever comes out.
I think we might get the truth. Let's hope we do. But I mean, I loved Alex Neil. Every Sunderland fan knows that. I mean, it's. I just think it's overshadowed now. He got promoted, yes, but doing what he did, I think it's left a really bitter taste in the mouth.
Well, you heard the fans' reaction today, and I think most fans feel exactly the same.
We feel like sort of let down. He's perfect for this club. Perfect.
He was perfect, and I think he's a good manager.
He is a really good man-to-man manager. He is 100%.
Yeah, and I think what will drift out is that he's not being backed in the transfer market.
That's what he said. But do you believe that's true?
No, I don't believe that's true at all because he knew what the plan was when he came in, and they're sticking to the plan.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's one of the downsides of it. That he's not going to, they're not going to dip into the pocket.
Yeah, they're
going to do it in the way that managers want to.
They're going to do it a certain way where they're bringing young players and produce them here and get them experience and get them built up here.
Yeah, and it's something that clubs needed for a long time. We've now got at least we've got a plan,
Yeah.
So onwards and upwards. That's all.
Is this year?
Just waiting to see.
Who would you like to see now as the new Sunderland manager? I think we need to get him in quick and not mess about like we did before.
Well, I don't think we can make the same. I don't think they'll make the same mistake as they did the last time.
Yeah, taking like 2 weeks. You think it'll be a quicker?
It's got to be quicker. And who?
Yeah.
Dyche is in the running, but I'm not convinced I want to see Dyche's type of football.
It's makes you hard to beat, like. Yeah. But you want to see a.
But I want to see someone who's progressive. I've heard, the bookies will have the usual suspects in there. The likes of Allardyce, I'm not interested in.
Big Sam, no.
No.
Don't want him back.
No.
Why's your reason for that?
Well, he's done a runner once, and fair enough, it was for the England job.
Yeah.
But he had the chance to come back after that, and.
So you think Big Sam definitely Norway, even if we offer him, you wouldn't want him to come back, no?
I never say never.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't be my first choice.
You think if he come back, he could do it again? You think he could leave us in the lurch or whatever, do what he did before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roy Keane, I think, is probably out the picture because of what happened.
Speakman, that not work with him.
That
No way.
won't work.
No.
So
no way.
Who knows? who knows?
Yeah. On the game this afternoon, I thought was plenty of positives, Rob, in the first half.
I thought it was
really well.
I thought it was a
But
great
you've got to take your
half.
chances.
Yeah, you've got to take your chances. I mean, we hit the bar, I think, and it hit the post. There was claims for a penalty, but I'm not convinced with that either. It was predictable. They hit us on the break, and they did it well.
Yeah.
You've got to take your chances. That's the way it is.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 done.
Yeah, and I thought after 60 minutes we looked really leggy.
Leggy, aye. And at that point, you need a manager, like Alex Neil used to, making subs, being proactive.
Yeah.
And I looked at the touch, I looked at Dodds and Proctor and Cannon. I think it's a Canley's call, his assistant.
Well, after 60 minutes, they weren't on the touchline, were they?
No, I didn't even see them.
No.
What were they talking about?
Yeah. I think Pritchard going off. You know, he looked absolutely done in. He looks absolutely shattered.
Maybe he's sick just with the Alex Neil thing.
Yeah, and I know that there's been reaction from some of the senior players regarding Neil going, but everybody's, you know, they're all in this together. There's only one way they can go, and that's forward.
I mean, they need to stick together. That's what you've got. That's you know, it's brilliant to hear that. We've got to stick together now, and we've got to make sure the next manager is the right manager. And look, I was something about dying. Let's hope the next manager can be the one who'll be successful and gets back to the Premier League and be here for years.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping. I won't we hear something over the weekend.
Yeah.
Because this will have been in you know, circulation for the last couple of weeks.
They must have somebody lined up.
Yeah, this isn't certainly not after the Stoke match. It'll have been before the Stoke match that he's been approached anyway.
And what's the positives to me in the game this afternoon? What positives are you taking out of the game this afternoon?
I think the lads put on a great display first half. For the first 60 minutes, I thought by far the better team. Yeah, they hit us on the break and they did it well.
Yeah.
You just got to take those chances. There's a new kid coming in that we've signed.
Mishu from Constantine,
wait to see
what he's about.
Who knows how long it'll be before he gets a start.
Yeah.
But,
and that band, is it
the Costa Rican kid?
No, is it the Dutch defender from there? I keep forgetting his name. I don't want to say it wrong on the camera.
But you know, like I say, they've got to stick together. I know that there's a good, you know, it's a good dressing room.
Yeah.
They need to get over this hurdle, and it's a big hurdle.
Yeah.
But hopefully Wednesday night won't bounce back.
You're positive now going forward?
Oh yeah.
You're still positive we'll still have a good season?
Absolutely, yeah. No reason not to.
Right. Cheers for your time, Paul. Have a good night.
Cheers.
See you safe, buddy. All right, I'm with Lee outside the Steamer Light. Sunderland 0, Norwich 1. But first of all, I'll get your views on Alex Neil departing for Stoke City yesterday.
Yeah, obviously devastated it happened when it did. I'd have preferred it to come out tonight or tomorrow, so the lads wouldn't have been shaky for today. It's obviously affected them.
Absolutely.
But yeah, hopefully we continue on the path we've been on. We've had very few losses. I know this is number 4, I think, in the last 25 games.
It's only a second loss this season. But
so yeah, you know what? I hope we get promoted. We still keep on a good track, get promoted. And Alex Neil could have been a Premier League manager, and now he's going to be hopefully a League One manager. So the best I can hope for.
Yeah. Why do you think he's left something to go to Stoke? What's your?
I've heard a lot of things. I've heard, you know, he's got family links down there. It's easier for him privately, but whether or not it's down to money, I don't know. Whether or not it's down to this whole no support in the transfer, but it's not like we've not brought anyone in.
Yeah.
So who knows? So
do you think when he said to Keith Downey of Sky Sports that he wasn't happy with the transfer activity, do you think that he's using that as an excuse because he was going to go anywhere?
I think it's just an easy escape.
Cop out.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Because he doesn't seem the type to sit quiet. I think if he had that many issues, wouldn't he have voiced them before? Yeah,
he was asked about the transfers and he said, look, I've knocked on the door and I've knocked it down, basically. He said that a few weeks ago to James Hunter and James Copley, the journalist. So look, I don't know what you...
We'll never know. We'll never know. But do you know what? I think over Stoke or Sunderland, who are you going to pick?
Well, look at that. Many people said that, and it's an absolute, you know...
It's the biggest club in the Championship.
It's the biggest club in the Championship.
You must be balmy. You know what? You made your bed now, lie you know.
And what's your feelings on Alex Neil now? I mean, when he got promoted, I loved him, but I'm actually now I'm feeling like he's really tarnished that now. What's your feelings on him now?
If you asked me last night...
No, just speak the truth, and that's, you know...
I just feel like what a kick in the teeth. How can you be... He was building so much success to do what?
Yeah.
you know, to do. He threw it away. I feel, and he knows, everyone knows how we react to things like this. It's a proper kick in the guts, and we react.
Of course, it is.
The players react, and I just feel like, why now?
He's betrayed us with big style.
Yeah,
just left us in the lurch.
It's a kick in the teeth, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I suppose we have to be the bigger person and say good luck to him. But I kind of hope you just get relegated and fall on your arse.
Look, I wish him well, but I just cannot understand his reasons behind it. But he's obviously got the reasons, and we may never know.
We'll stay the way we are. We're still the best club in the world.
Who would you like to see as the manager? I mean, some early names being mentioned. Sean Dyche is up there. Tony Mowbray. Sorry, I wouldn't agree with that one at all. But who's your choice?
It's going to have to be Dyche, really. I mean, God, I know a lot of the old names are being pulled through the hat that we think, you know, in an ideal world, you know. Big
Sam, would you have Big Sam? If he would come back, would you have Big Sam back? Or is that a silly question me asking that, I think?
Oh, do you know what? Anything's possible in football. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, never say never. And I think in this day, we can't say no. I just hope we don't go for long without a manager.
And get it done quick.
Yeah, we have to, because today it was like there was literally no one there.
No decision
They had no support.
Yeah.
There was no, I mean, when Neil's he's vocal, you can hear him, he's constantly,
he makes subs at the right time.
And I felt like today it was too little too late. They weren't vocal enough. I don't think they had the confidence to step forward and lead the team. So I'm hopefully we just fill the position quick and hope for the best.
But are you staying positive?
Yeah,
you
but
still
always.
think we're going to have a good season?
Always, yeah.
Sun till we die.
Yeah, always.
Right, cheers for your time, love. Right. Have a good night. Take care. Stay safe.
Thank you.
SAFC fans reacting with Dean and Liam, lads. Disappointing afternoon for Sunderland. I mean, we were good in the game. But first of all, I've got to come to Alex Neil first, then we'll come to the game. Alex Neil departing yesterday, heading down the M1 down to Stoke City. What's your initial thoughts on that, lads?
It's just a small town in Birmingham somewhere, isn't it? It's absolutely shit. Why has he gone from us to them? Right, we live in the Midlands, and it's a shithole. Right, now, you've got a club there, the fans you've got, and I thought we were phenomenal today. We should have buried them. We didn't.
You've got to take your chances on
you have, like, there's no drama about that, like.
We had so many chances, we just didn't put them away.
Yeah, but on Alex Neil, I mean, I'm absolutely heartbroken about that. I don't know what you think. I think it's. I was really happy with Alex Neil. I think he was the man. He was the man to get us back to the Premier League.
But I didn't know, but some of the fans have been saying that he's done that every club he's at, the rolling contract.
12 months rolling contract, he's done it, and I've just been,
If he does leave, who do you want?
Well, that's the next question I was going to come to. I mean,
well, I don't know. You can't go any worse than Dyche, can you?
Yeah, he's safe pair. We need a safe pair of hands right now.
No, we need to get us up.
So the ship doesn't start sinking.
Stop us down. Yeah, we don't need somebody who's you know, like coming and get a world-class manager. We just need to hold it. Dyche will get us up there, and then we look in the Premier League, didn't we? So,
you think Sean Dyche is the man to get us back to the Premier League? Yeah.
Aye, but not this season. You've got to
consolidate the season.
Yeah, you've got to, haven't you?
We did these is about a Premier League club, really. If we're thinking about it, Norwich, and we did well against them. Just come down from the Prem. 1-0.
What's your feelings on Alex Neil now? I've got to ask the question, because obviously he's left now. He hasn't been announced, but it'll be announced in the next, few hours, I'd imagine, or latest tomorrow. What's your feelings on him now? I know he's got promoted, he goes at the third tier, but your feelings on him now after what's happened?
I thought he was playing the game to try and get a contract. Obviously not what I mean, but then let him go. Let him go to where he's going, but he'll not get Stoke up.
You don't think he will?
No. He's got a better side here, hasn't he?
With the fan base we've got, we could have easily gotten up this season if we kept him.
That's what I think. I think we'd have finished in the top 6 with Alex Neil.
100%.
Now I'm not sure whether it's depending on the appointment that we're getting now. It's just that.
And I watched them last Saturday. It's the worst. To me, it was the worst first half we've ever played, and we still battered them in the second half, 1-0, and they couldn't even beat us. And to me, right, he's gone. And what's he going to do there? They haven't got any money.
Yeah.
You know, not that we have.
It baffles me why he's left us. I mean, his family's down the northwest, but to leave something to go to Stoke, it just doesn't fit right with me at all. And then
no, it doesn't with me. It doesn't. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. It's like, you know, like everybody pull their arms off to get here, wouldn't they?
Well, exactly as I'm saying. I mean, Brian Clough wanted to bought a broken glass to come back to Sunderland, but look, it is what it is, and we've got to deal with it, and we need to find the new man now to.
But we didn't miss him today.
Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't need him. But do you see, we didn't miss him. But we were drawing the game. I think we were in the game, and then all of a sudden, the manager made 4 changes, and then it changed the game. We looked a little bit leggy, and I think at that time Proctor Dodds should be making changes, and it didn't.
But I think, to be honest, we were making changes and it didn't go out. The ball didn't go out, and it was. You know what I mean? But you're right. No, you're totally right. You're totally right. There's no drama
maybe
about
if
that.
we would put a foul in, that goal wouldn't have gone in.
I'm just down in the dumps, but look, something about I remember there, I was supporting.
No, I get it. You're right. We should have made changes earlier and would have battered them, but we didn't.
Yeah, it's just a missed opportunity, I think, today. If Alex Neil was in charge today, I think we're at least getting a point, at least. He's not, but that's just the way it is.
We're totally getting 3. But we've got ourselves to blame, haven't we?
We just didn't take our chances, and I've said to all the interviews.
And if you look at them chances that we had, how did we miss them?
I know, but the one on the line was the one which I was thinking, this is not good. It just, Lady Luck wasn't on our side today, and on other days that goes in, and when the defender saved it on his chest.
Well, exactly.
On the line.
We're season ticket holders from Tamworth, so we try to get as many games as we can.
Oh, we're season ticket holders.
Yeah, from Tamworth, that's about 3 and a bit.
3.5 hours.
Dedicated supporters from Tamworth.
We're still until we die, we always will be.
And he's still positive this season we can get back on track. Get the mic man, get back on track. Do you know what? I'm liking the supporters there, the positivity. I thought we would have been done, but no. The supporters saying we can recover from this and
you look realistic. Let's talk about football. You look realistically there. All right, they've got a breakaway goal. Yeah, they might have come in a little bit, but we bettered them, and they were a Premiership League team last season. So we got beat. So what? Yeah. But the performance wasn't rubbish.
That's all the Sunderland fans want. Like the Sheffield United away when we got beat.
That was Dan Neil's fault. You should never have done that. You should have went 1-0 down with 11 men and would have battered them. But it doesn't matter. He's done what he had to do.
But positive vibes, lads, yeah?
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, lads. All right, have a safe journey down the M1, all right? Take care. SAFC fans react. Then with Nathan. And the game is finished. Sunderland 0, Norwich 1. But first of all, I've got to mention the breaking news yesterday. Alex Neil was... he's obviously left Sunderland, he went to Stoke City. What's your initial thoughts on that first?
Well, I think it's a bit crap from the club coming out saying that literally before a massive game against Norwich, who are a Prem team basically, coming out 24 hours before the game saying that Alex Neil's left, said his goodbyes. It's going to destroy the team's moral. It's basically proven that he didn't want to stay here as long. Yeah. He's done it at Preston as well, 12-month rolling contract at Preston, left.
What do you think that's to do with these 12-month contracts? Is that him just not want to get settled somewhere too long, or is it just I don't know what's all that to do with?
I know his family's still down in Preston, so I think it could be to do with that. With Stoke only being an hour away from Preston, so
I was thinking,
it's like family reasons, but also then you're just saying, did he really have any dedication for the club? Well, he done well, got to Wembley, offered him a 3-year contract, didn't accept.
We offered him a 3-year contract?
Yeah, he didn't accept it. He said he's happy with the 12-month roll-on contract.
Right.
So there's that stipulation, but then you want who do we come in next?
Yeah.
Dyche, Neil Warnock. So he said he was gutted he didn't take the Sunderland job.
Neil Warnock, he always said he'd love the Sunderland job, didn't he?
So then you just hopefully that now, after Lee Johnson's sacking, we're going to take another 3-4 games till we get a manager in.
We need to
or is it going to be straight away?
We need to act quick, don't we?
Like Dyche out of job, gone off more than Alex Neil would have.
Yeah.
Then we've got the place here, that PSG geezer was here today, the midfielder.
Yeah.
He was here today.
Me sure I was signing him until the end of the season, yeah.
Aye. And then an additional buy-on for 5 million.
Yeah.
Could be good for her.
Yeah.
But then that Brighton sent him off, he looks like he's not coming anymore.
Oh, the Van der...
he looks like he's not coming anymore.
It's 50-50, isn't it?
But then you look at Neil saying the club's not backing him. We've signed how many players since he's came? Roberts on a permanent.
So you think that's a pioneer guy? You think he's just wanting out?
Aye, just
using that as an excuse, using Speakman and Kildee as a scapegoat, and he's saying, I'm used them and I'm off skis.
Like in one of his interviews, he said that his knee doors knocked down.
Yeah. He basically, because I think James Hunt asked him about players, and he said, I've knocked on the door and I've knocked it down.
So that's like, is he just coming up with excuses and now he's like left? So, but Stoke at home's going to be an interesting game.
When he comes
might be
back.
sacked by then though. So
when he comes back,
I think they're winning 1-0 at the minute.
It was, it's just, honestly, I'm struggling today just with the whole, just even yesterday with them leaving that. Can I get me? I can't get my head around the fact that he's left to go to Stoke. Exactly, everything's here for him. I think good recruitment. I think it's good recruitment.
I think we've got a better team personally.
And I think we'd get the recruitment done. But we're striker short in the midfielder. Well, standing midfielder.
I know Luke 9 played world class at defence.
World class?
I think he's unbelievable. I think he's unbelievable today.
I wouldn't use that phrase, world class. There's a lot of Sunderland fans get a bit touchy with Luke O'Nien, don't they?
I think he played outstanding.
He played well. He played well.
He's played well the last 4 games.
Yeah.
Since Ballard's been injured, I think Luke O'Nien slotting in that centre half was perfect for
it. As a 3-4-1-2, like that system. Obviously, Dan Ballard being out was a big blow, but moving on from Alex Neil, I mean, you've just said Sean Dyche there, Warnock, who else? I mean, would you have big
Chris Wilder?
Chris, he's at Middlesbrough and he's not going to...
But why not?
He's not
We're a bigger club than Middlesbrough at the minute.
Well, we are, we're a much bigger club, but...
If we can offer him more than what Middlesbrough's on, why not? He knows the league inside out, he knows it like the back of his hand.
He's not going to...
I wouldn't take Sam Allardyce back.
For me, he's not going to... He wouldn't take Big Sam back.
No, I think...
Why not?
When we were in the Prem, I think it was just... Even at West Brom, he didn't do well.
I think...
In Sunderland, he done well, but then he left for the England job and got sacked after 1 game.
I think he was left for too much to do at West Brom, to be fair.
I think just go for someone who's out of job, like Dyche, knows the league, Neil Warnock knows the league.
Could we attract Dyche, you think?
I think we could,
You think we definitely could? I think he won too much money?
I think he'll just want a little bit more than Neil. And
well, Speakman and Kildane will go for the cheap option, do you think?
No.
You think we'll
I think if you want to get out of this league, go with someone who knows the league off the back of the hand.
This is going to be the biggest call of their time in
No,
Kildane.
it's quick.
I mean,
as long as it's quicker.
It's got to get right. It's got to get right. Sorry, being quick, but you've got to get it right.
And then, like, if we get Dyche, you'll swap Clark. Clark again on the right, Patty Roberts on the left. Just crosses. We've got tall strikers who are hungry for goals.
Sims and Stewart, So
both tall. It's the way he plays. So swap them.
On another day, we could have won today. We're good the first half, but it's fizzled out the second half. But as I said before, you've got to take your chances.
We do, and they're a Premier League club, so losing 1-0 Norwich. I don't think it's a bad result.
Are you coming this season, you think it's just a setback this with Alex Neil, we'll get the right man in and we'll have a good season still?
I think we'll finish 10th, personally.
You think we'll finish in the top half? And I think a lot of Sunderland fans will be happy with that, won't they?
The club's on the up, so why not finish 10th?
Yeah.
I mean, not losing 1-0 to Norwich, only losing 2-1 to Sheffield United at home.
Yeah, with the man down
they're
as
at
well.
home.
Yeah.
I think we're just...
Positive vibes?
Positive vibes, yeah. Just
I tell you what,
leave off where Alex Neil's left off, up on the up, just don't let down, really. Just hopefully tomorrow picks back up next game.
We need some more players though, don't we? I think we need 3 or 4 before the window shuts.
4 more players, 2 midfielders to come in, someone who's a proper leader.
Yeah.
Like, I know Evans, Billy Wright's leaders, but get someone that's physical, better. But I think we're on the up, so...
GC time, pal. Much appreciated, Harry. Stay safe, buddy. SAFC fans react, and I'm with... What's your name, mate?
Theo. Junior.
Junior's been on before.
Obviously, it's me. the maddest mistake. You know what I mean? Fuck the mad mistake. He's boring. Can I just say? Can I just start by shout out the Roker Rights boys? Going to win the Premier League next season under 11s.
Aye.
Obviously, the cat. There's no one better than him in the North East at his age, mate. In goal. He should have been playing today, and no one better than centre mid. He tell them what was going wrong today. Anyway,
the game was overshadowed by obviously. I think Alex Neil departing the way he did. What's your initial thoughts on Alex Neil leaving Sunderland for Stoke?
Theo, block your lugs. Junior, block your lugs. Cunt. There's nothing else to say. I'm sorry, like. He was absolute. Block your lugs again, boys. Wanker. Greedy. Ugly, baldy, egg-headed mug. Simple as that.
So you're obviously
bald egghead.
You're not happy at all about Alex
Can't
Neil.
stand the bastard.
Why do you think he's left to go to Stoke City as well? He's a bit of a...
I think he panicked me.
Yeah.
Job security. Panic.
Yeah.
It was a panic, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think that's what it was. But he insisted on it being a 12-month role, and he's done that at Preston.
Do you know one thing that got us? There was a rumour floating around that he's got more money down there. It's already been spent down there, mate. There's no to fucking spend.
They've got no money.
There's no money. He's not going to get no money we want in all, are you?
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know what his logic is behind moving.
Yeah.
For me, mate, clown.
There's more to it. I think
he's a clown.
There's more to it than what meets the eye, and we'll probably never know the truth behind it. But
aye.
What I do know is that Sun's a bigger club than Stoke, and we've got
They got about 12,000 fans, mate. There was like 37 there, and that was because everyone was pissed off anyway. So it would have been more on Sky.
Yeah.
Sunny day. Do you know what I mean? You could have been in a beer garden somewhere watching and getting pissed.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish I fucking picked that now, actually.
And it's
fucking fuming, Sean, if I'm being honest, mate. I
think it's the timing as well. He's done it the day before a game. I loved
Norwich as well. His whole team.
Yeah, I loved Alex Neil. Didn't get us wrong. I loved him, and I said I'll hire him. Always have a place in my heart for the way he goes out with that division. But the way he's left, I think he's tarnished his reputation now.
We done Stoke last week.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was down to like his tactics, mate. At the end of the day, substitutes again. Yeah. Once again, he proved right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I don't know, mate. But I know for a fact it'll come out in the wash.
Oh, of course it will.
As soon as you last day's interview, mate. I tell you what, I bet you there's only 20,000 here on Wednesday, if.
Yeah.
I bet you, mate. Honest to God, I bet you. Depending on what he says.
Yeah. Right, lads. Obviously, it's disappointing about Alex Neil leaving us in the lurch, you could say. What's your opinions on Alex Neil leaving Sunderland Football Club to go to Stoke City?
Fat rat. He shouldn't have, because it's a big mistake. So.
Big mistake? Yeah. Why do you think he's made a mistake?
Because Sunderland's obviously better than Stoke.
Yeah. And you think, obviously there's rumours that, I think, well, it's his family live down in the northwest, so it'll be a shorter distance. Do you think that could be something to do with it, Anna?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But still, it's not good, is it?
No.
It's not good. Could the club have done more? Could the club have given him a longer contract?
No.
No?
Yes.
You think they could have given him a longer contract?
Definitely.
Would you not give him a longer contract after Wembley when we got promoted? Give him a 3-year deal, get him committed?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, it's...
For me, he bottled it.
Do you think?
Simple as that.
Yeah,
Dave in the middle, yeah?
Dave, are we in the middle, Dave?
He's looking over there.
It's me hairline getting in the way, innit? Look at that bad boy. It's watching this. Bottled it, mate.
You think he bottled it, yeah?
Obviously the money thing. But he had more money here still. He still had more money here, mate.
He said he wasn't happy with the transfer activity. He's basically blaming KLD and Speakman. That's what he's done.
KLD sitting up there.
Yeah.
Should have just went out with a 4-year deal.
Yeah.
Sign that, mate. Give it here. Look what he's done to us now, mate.
Everybody's blaming
Tell us where we are now, man.
Everybody's blaming Alex Neil. Do you not think the club? I mean, what do you think about transfer activity? Do you think we've been good enough in the transfer window?
Not yet. Still 5 days left, though, mate.
We've just signed that Michaud, like from.
He's class in mind.
Well,
he's not class, but he's
better than
championship good.
Better than what we've got.
Isn't he? I think there's still a bit of money to be spent, mate, but I don't know, is it there?
We've still got a few players shy. We need a striker, a full back. We're 4 players shy of this season, really.
I think we need a centre mid, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I think we need a really good centre mid, mate. Like.
Yeah, I think that's. Is that Mission not a centre midfielder, or is he a tatter midfielder?
Tatter midfielder, mate. Dan Neil,
yeah.
Blown out his hoop. Right, mate, at about 65 minutes,
That's
mate.
at the point where you should be making changes, but Dodds, Proctor and Callum were just like sort of looking...
Scratching their heads, they were looking round. I think they were looking at KLD up here.
This is why I like Alex Neil. Alex Neil's proactive and he dealt with me.
He saved us so many times this season, mate, by substitute, Sean.
Yeah.
And I know he has, mate.
Yeah.
And every Sunderland fan who gets to these games, and away games, knows he's saved us so many points.
Yeah.
Just off substitute.
Yeah, oh yes, absolutely.
He's proved absolutely tremendous. But I still can't stand the cunt.
Right, anyway, moving on. Who would you like to see as the new Sunderland manager? Who would you like to see?
Roy Keane.
Roy Keane?
Yeah, same.
You say Roy Keane? Yeah. You're just agreeing with him. Would you like to say Big Sam Allardyce? Sean Dyche? No. So Roy Keane, you saying Roy Keane was? Who are you saying?
Ken Phillips.
Oh no.
No, Ken Phillips.
Not for me.
I see what he's done for South Shields, mate. We need money. Need now absolutely fuck all. He's got this massive stadium here, and he'll have a bit of money.
But bear in mind.
Maybe Ken Phillips. Sorry, like, it doesn't got you. There's a risk, massive risk.
He knows what he's talking about, though, mate. He's getting South Shields results.
It's just too risky. We need a safe pair of hands right now. So the ship doesn't start sinking because look, we're going
to. But I'm scared in case he scares the players.
Probably will.
Sean Dyche, mate. If I'm being
Sean
realistic,
Dyche, Sean Dyche. That's probably mine as well.
Sean Dyche.
Any positives out of the game today, lads?
No, I think it was unlucky, really.
You think we're just unlucky?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any positives there, Junior?
Negative.
No, negative. What's the negative?
Not finishing our chances.
Not finishing. Well, if you don't take your chances, you can't win football matches, Junior. So that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Right, mate. I mean, that first half could have been cleared up there, mind. Could have beat them in first half, you know, mate.
So we're still staying positive, though. You think we're still have a good season?
Mate, for me, mate, the first half, they still played like Alex Neil was standing on the sideline there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Second half, they went in and thought, oh shit, Alex Neil's actually standing near the ball he cunt.
Yeah.
And they went out and got beat, mate, fair and square.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't much in the game for me.
There wasn't much in the game. I thought we were better in the first half, but we just drifted as the game went on, didn't it?
But substitutes, as you see again, mate, substitutes.
No, just
proven clinical when he was needed, but he's fucked off down there. Fucking little
Right.
baldy can't stand him.
Right, cheers for your time, lads, Ollie. Right, cheers, lads, Ollie. Elliot and Jarvis on SAFC Fans React. Lads, first of all, before we come to the game, Alex Neil departing Sunderland and going to Stoke City. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's shocking, personally. He said that he didn't bring back in the transfer window, but today we've just signed the
Michu from Paris Saint-Germain.
We've got Jack Clark through the door, Patrick Roberts, and I just think it's a farce. Personally, he's gone for the money.
So you think he's gone for the money?
He said when he was at Preston that he's got morals. Does he bollocks?
So straight away I know that your views on Alex Neil has totally changed. Because I loved him, but like, what he's done now is unforgivable.
It's not. He can't come back like.
Aye. No. I mean, even if I think Michael Bauer said this is the talks to break down, and he used to come back.
He'd be hated.
So there's no way back now. He's got to stay down there now, hasn't he?
I don't think so. Even if they retract the offering
and
less money.
Or he says, look, and he wants to come back. You'd say it's too late now.
Too late.
I said that. As soon as I knew he went for talks, I went, that's it. There's no coming back.
Sly move. And still be in talks with a manager while being at your home ground managing a club. There's no need to go down there.
And obviously ditching us as well a day before a game as well.
Valuable game.
And 5 days left in the window. I think it's really heartless.
Yeah, same.
What are you feeling, mate, on Alex Neil?
Well, I mean, if Alex Neil was here, he'd obviously put the subs on earlier. But I mean, why would you go to Stoke when we've just beat them on the weekend? It just
exactly. And it's no disrespect to Stoke, but like I've talked to Stoke fans and I've said, look, we're a much bigger club than them. I just don't get it.
Well, he knows that the fans have got passion for him as well. So I know. Well, personally, I think we're much better than Stoke fans as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Like,
that Delilah song's a good song though, isn't it? Nathan Heaney, the boxer. It's a good ring mark that. But look, that's on a serious note. We need to find the right man. Who's the right man to come in now?
Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche. I mean, if we attract him, it would be a solid appointment.
I think he'll come.
Yeah, you think he will?
I do.
Give him the money. Give him the money.
Or Bielsa.
From there. Was it
Leeds?
He done a good job at Leeds.
I'd take him 100%.
What about Big Sam?
Open arms, mate.
Open arms.
Open arms.
We're going down and pick him up where we live and bring him here, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely.
We're going down now. Who do you think for the new Sunderland manager?
Well, I've seen Big Sam. Who you call him? What we're just seeing?
Oh, the Leeds, the ex-Leeds boss.
Aye.
Yeah, you think it would be a good choice?
Aye, he's good.
Thinking Sean Dyche and Keno.
Roy Keane?
Aye.
Do you think, Roy Keane, I think...
He'll not come.
Do you think it's, Keane had a chance before, I think we were in talks. Do you think maybe Speakman, he didn't like the people in the background and he was not for him?
He wants 50 grand a week or something to come. So.
He's with Sky, he's got a big contract with Sky, that's going to be a stumbling block as well, isn't it?
From his point of view, it's easier to sit on his arse and review the games instead of run it yourself, you know what I mean?
So, you're right, mate, you're on the money there.
He'll not come. I reckon Sean Dyche.
So you reckon Sean Dyche and you see you?
Aye. Well,
Sean Dyche.
I hope for that.
You hope for Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche, Allardyce will be really good appointments, let's be honest. But Big Sam coming back will be absolutely sensational, but I just can't see it, but it will be great.
They're just all managers that do the basics well.
Right, on to the game this afternoon, lads. What do you make of the game?
First off, good. I thought we put up a battle. We matched them at their own game. Just getting relegated from the Premier League. Yeah, one of the biggest in the league, I'd say, for promotion. Yeah,
they'll be up there. They'll be in the top
definitely.
6, you'd imagine.
I thought we matched them. They didn't look anything special, but just the second half we fell off. Gooch was a bit tired.
Yeah.
Evans, I didn't know where he was. Bat.
Do you think at that point when you say we were tired, their manager, he wasn't like what he's saying. He made, was it 4? So their manager didn't like what he's saying, he made 4 subs, changed it. And what a Proctor and Dodds and Cando, nothing.
I don't understand why you see the opposition manager bring on 4 subs.
They're changing the system maybe.
And you just sit there and just let it be. Even already, when they haven't made the subs, we're already lacking.
This is why I like Alex Neil, because he's saying
he does the subs.
Like
last
season, could see it, couldn't he?
Broadhead, he could see it and he brought them on and then we scored.
Yeah.
But
I could see that goal coming, like, could you?
Definitely.
Yeah. What do you think made the game today, mate?
Well, they just kept us without scoring till later in the second half till we got tired.
Yeah.
So, that's how they scored.
Yeah.
But Alex Neil would have done something else.
I think as well in the Championship it's brutal, but as we know, the keeper we are when we're 2-0 up and we concede 2 goals. If you don't take your chances, lads, in this division, it'll come back and bite on the backside, and that's the stuff now.
Like League One, it's a different kettle of fish. Dan Neil, he didn't get a start because they just kicked a bit. Where here you've got like Try Hume. I thought he would have done well today.
Yeah.
And but no, he didn't come on. But it's a different kettle of fish this league. It's more passing and pass move. Yeah. But
I was staying positive on lads. You still think get the right man. Let's get the new season.
Top 15. definitely.
Still, if we get the right man, we can still have a good season.
They were not special, and they were Premier League standard then.
Yeah.
That Sargent, good player.
Yeah.
Oh, good player.
Is it Grant thing at the back? Who's I think he was the defender. I forget his name. Anyway,
Grant.
No, it wasn't. No, wasn't him. No. No, but there was a clearance on the line where he saved it on the line. I forget the lad's name, but
Max Aarons was also good in there, number 2.
Yeah.
I just think they have good players, but they don't have what Sunderland have. We have to gel.
Yeah.
That's what.
I'm just talking about Alex Neil, but I suppose you've just got to get on with it. It is what it is.
On paper, there is better options.
Yeah.
Sean Dyche, he's proven for Burnley.
Yeah. In the Premier League as well, he kept him up for years and he's done really well on a limited nothing budget.
Yeah, on paper he's better, but I just think Alex Neil was the right man for us.
Positives this afternoon, lads. What positive are you taking out of the game?
I thought we were going to get in and get beat.
Yeah, and so you say, well, we'll give a fight and we showed that we can mix it with a few of them.
Showed positivity. Clark, I thought, was poor for his last couple of games. He set the standards high, but I'd like to see what that Mashoot.
What he's about. It could be a good. Hopefully, fingers crossed, a good sign. Star performance this afternoon, Paul.
Sims.
I agree with that.
Sims. Right, Tuesday time, lads. All right. SAFC fans reacting. I'm with Kev. Disappointing afternoon for Sunderland. Have lost against Norwich City 1-0, overshadowed though by obviously Alex Neil yesterday, leaving us in the lurch and going to Stoke City.
I couldn't believe that he actually done it, to be honest. I couldn't believe that he chose Stoke over Sunderland. I think we are a much bigger club. You could see that by when you're in there, the fan base that we've got, just why it doesn't make sense to any at all.
Doesn't make sense. What do you think the reasons of him leaving? I mean, there's got to be a reason. You can't just jump ship like that. I mean, there's got to be more to it.
I think it's down to money. I think he's gone really for the money alone. I don't
think they've offered him a big package and he's took it?
I think that's what it has. But apparently he saw that he's on a 12-month rolling contract down there as well, which doesn't make sense.
He's there as well?
I've heard that. I don't know if it's
true. It hasn't been confirmed yet, hasn't it?
But I can't get my head around it.
Honestly, I'm not joking. It's the lowest I've felt since when Big Sam left to go to England.
That's exactly what I
feel physically sick.
That's exactly what I said yesterday when I heard the news. I thought this is absolutely devastating for the club that he has left.
Honestly, some fans maybe I'm overreacting, but heartbreaking. I wasn't expecting that at all.
I wasn't either. I thought that he would have been our long-term manager.
I did.
And I thought he would have wanted to see us through, to have a good season this season and then take us next season and see where we go.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I thought. Alex Neil would have timed down to a long day after the playoff final, time him down, get him down, give him 3 years to get us back to this Premier League. That's where we should be, and he would have get us back there as well, with the backing.
I just didn't understand why that he was never on a long-term contract. I think he likes rolling contracts, doesn't he? And I think, but
his family lived there in the northwest. He's partner, I believe. So do you think that could have been a factor in it? Maybe
that's what it has been. Yeah, maybe that's what's done it.
So leaves a bit of taste in you. What's your feelings of Alex Neil now?
I've got no time for him at all. Absolutely no time for him. I think he's done us over, left us in the lurch, and I hope Stoke get relegated. I really do.
Onto the game, pal, this afternoon. I thought we had our moments. If we on another day, we could have scored 2 or 3, but you've got to take your chances, haven't you?
Oh, you definitely do have to take your chances. But I thought overall, we've done really well, especially the first half. I thought we bossed the game, but I think, like you say, don't take your chances. You're never going to win. You're never going to win matches, are you?
And I mean, don't think it's wrong. We're lucky with the one on the line where Pritchard volleyed it and they were saved with a chest on the line. But another day goes in. But I think there's another couple of chances we had. Ross Stewart had one, and we've got to take one of them, man. And you get a point at least.
That's it. But I think near the end, you could say, I think we're clamming out. Dying for a substitute. I think
that's a good point you make, and I was saying to the lads next to us, I went, look at this there, manager. He's saying that it wasn't working. He made 3 subs, and you've got Dodds and Proctor, and the other one is Cannon, I think it is. It was in charge of the 3 of them. They made 1 change, and then by then it's too late.
I think you've seen Dan Neil, and he just looked absolutely leggy. He just couldn't even run. Yeah. He lost the ball and he didn't track the runner at all. You could see that. You could see we needed.
We need some reinforcements, don't we, before the window shuts?
I think we've got a good team, but I don't think we've got a decent enough squad.
Strength and depth.
I think that's where we're lacking.
It was announced by a reliable journalist that they would stand that Micho, I think he's called, from Paris Saint-Germain, on loan to the end of the season. He's a midfielder, so that's positive news, I suppose.
Definitely. But then we've still got a few more days to try and get players in, so we still can.
Who would you like to see as the manager?
I'd probably like Sean Dyche, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I think that'll be a really good appointment. I'm not sure if he'll come down, and it's all about money, isn't it?
That's
can you attract him?
And I think now that he's done all right at Burnley through the years, probably be looking at a Premier League team somewhere.
Yeah.
But we'll see
stay
what happens.
Positive,
of course, obviously.
Something would die.
Aye. Always will be.
Take care, buddy. SAFC fans react. I'm with a regular Dave. Sunderland have lost the game this afternoon, but for me, I was overshadowed by the disappointing, obviously, Alex Neil departing for Stoke City.
Right, shall we go first and say, if he doesn't want to be here, don't have him. We had all this rubbish previously, not rubbish, that's an unfair comment, but about Johnson, right? Now, Neil's come in, he's done brilliantly. Can't take it away from him. We got promoted, we started really, really well. Can't take that away from him. But if he chooses to come from here to that,
to Stoke City,
then that's his choice. You know, it's as simple as that.
Can't get it in my head. Are the Stoke City fans watching? No disrespect,
No,
I don't understand why. And then you get the mags saying, "Oh well, Sean, Stoke City's an established championship team." Look at. If you've got a manager of aspirations, when a man Sunderland or Stoke, it's an absolute stonewall who you decide.
No doubt
it doesn't
about
come to question.
I mean, obviously, though, we're biased. But having said that, you just have to look at the facts, the stats, the crowds, in the back end of the team. And I don't go with that either. Why did
KLD and Speakman agree to the contract? There was a clause in the contract say that if a club come in, they could speak to him. That's leaving yourself wide open.
It is, but I think most people have that in their contract.
No, well, not so much. I mean, if I was going to sign a contract, I'd say sign a 3-year contract. Nobody can speak yet, unless they're paying compensation. I'm not sure if we'll even get anything. But
yeah, but Sean, he wanted a rolling contract.
Yeah, he decided that.
You cannot sit the guy down and tie him up and make him sign a contract. You cannot.
Yeah.
So he's made that decision.
Why do you want to sign him? Why do you want to get him to sign a longer contract after the playoff final, just a couple of weeks after?
Well, he didn't want to, though, did he? He didn't want to sign a contract. That's the top and bottom of it.
Was he offered one?
Well, so they say. I mean, we'll never know. That's the top and bottom.
We'll never know the ins and outs, I don't think. But he's come out and said, Keith Downey, he was speaking to Keith Downey, and he said to Keith Downey that he wasn't happy with the transfer activity. Now, what's your feelings on that? So he's basically pushing the blame on the board of directors and the recruitment team.
In fairness, Sean, he's not going to blame himself, is he? There's only 2 people who can be at fault, and that's him or the club here. Yeah. He's not going to blame himself, so he's going to try and
push it on somebody else.
Onto someone
I know
else.
His family live in the northwest. That's well documented, and
he's
I know we're from maybe it's pretty close to where Stoke is, so it's pretty, it's better
on
for him.
On the motorway,
yeah, but
I still say he makes that choice in his own head and to the people here that he wants to go to Stoke rather than here. His choice. Nobody's forced him.
Yeah.
Simple as that. If he doesn't want to be here, fine, we'll get somebody who does.
That's straight to the point, Dave. You've knocked me down a couple of pegs.
No, but what else can you do, Sean? You cannot make somebody do what they don't want to do.
Yeah.
That's all I would say.
Well, moving on from that, and Dave, your media feelings quite known there. The game this afternoon, if you don't take your chances, you won't win football matches. About 3 or 4.
And we're still a little bit naive.
Simple as that.
And we're a bit young, but having said that, I was impressed with the performance today because, when Johnson went, we were awful for 3 games. Yeah. We weren't awful today. They're a team that could get promoted.
That's true.
We've now played 6 games, got 8 points, and we've played Sheffield United and Norwich. Yeah. Let's not get carried away here.
Aye. So you're trying, Dave, you were staying positive, yeah?
Yeah, we've got 40 games left. You know what I mean? We can win the league yet. It's impossible. It's not impossible.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible. But I don't know if you know, but we have signed a player from Paris Saint-Germain this afternoon.
He has signed, hasn't he?
Fabrizio Romano is a reliable journalist, and he said that he's here. And he's basically
I've seen that.
It's a loan to the end of the season.
Yeah, I've seen that on the.
It's called Michaud. He's supposed to be a good midfielder.
Yeah.
That's got to be positive.
What's the situation with Van Heck?
And apparently that's still it's still close, I believe, but I think with Alex Neil departing, it's maybe just put a little bit of a hold on the situation. Let's hope we can still bring him in.
Well, we'll just see what happens. We've got 4 or 5 days left.
Yeah. We need 4 or 5 players for the next manager coming in, don't we?
Well, that depends on if that manager wants them.
Big Sam, would you like Big Sam back? Do you think he'd be interested?
He probably would. I don't know. I want to play like we play. I want to play attacking football. I don't want to put 6, 7 people behind the ball. I want to play like we're playing and just see what happens.
Yeah. All positive day from you.
All positive.
What's your feelings on Alex Neil before we go? Your feelings on Alex Neil now?
I have no problem with Alex Neil as a person. If he's made that decision, all I'm saying is, I've said twice before, he's made the decision. Nobody's had his arm up his back.
Yep, that's true.
He's decided that he doesn't want to be here and he wants to go to somewhere where, with due respect to Stoke, we're a big club and a good team to get half the crowds we get, they've got half the potential we've got, and that's up to them. That's up to him.
Yeah. So you think we'll be all right though?
I hope so.
I hope so.
But I don't see why not.
With Alex Neil, I think we'd see finishing near the top 6. I really could. But now we need to get the next big is getting the manager right. We need to get the next manager. It's got to be right.
When we have a discussion again, Sean, after the next 8 games, that's when we'll have an idea.
We'll have an idea where we're going to finish.
Yeah.
Dave, always a pleasure.
Good.
Always a pleasure. Still something to die, pal.
Didn't get
and I'm down the dumps, mate. SAFC fans react. Disappointing afternoon for Sunderland. Overshadowed by Alex Neil departing yesterday. Well, you would seem departed. Hasn't been confirmed, but it will be the next couple of days, you would imagine. And I'm with, what's your name, pal?
Kyle.
Kyle, first of all, Alex Neil, disappointed with him leaving?
Yeah, I'm quite disappointed because obviously where he came from with us from League One to bring us up to promotion, but the way he left is quite disappointing, really.
It was. I mean, he's sort of left us in the lurch, and he's like even before a game, 5 days in the transfer window, I just don't understand it.
Yeah, he said he left because the club didn't back him during the transfer market.
What's your feelings on that?
I think that's not true because
you think he has been backed?
Yeah, he's been backed.
The third highest spenders, but do you think he's been maybe he's false promises? Maybe he's the one who said, "Oh, you've got this and you've got that."
Yeah, like what the promise at the start of the window, like a hefty transfer budget to bring players in. I don't think we've had that, but we've brought decent players in, like Sims has been good recently. Yeah. But we need a few more midfielders and like a bit more bodies.
Just signed a Michu from Paris Saint-Germain. I don't know if you know Fabrizio Romano, the reliable journalist. He announced it. He said today the player. He signed him on loan until the end of the season, so that looks like a good signing.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
It's just overshadowed by, like you say, Alex Neil leaving. I'm absolutely devastated.
Yeah, I'm devastated. Like first half, we done well, like completely all over them, and second half they just came out and like we should have been about 2-3-0 up before half time, but we just.
You've got. This is going to give Peter quite a lot. If you don't take your chances, you get punished in this division, and that's what will happen. Yeah, that's exactly what happened this afternoon.
Yeah, Sean, I'm with you on that one. It's same in like every league, really. Don't take your chances, you'll get punished.
And we've had 3 good ones as well. You've got to put one of them away at least, and you get a point. Yeah. Now we've come away with nothing.
Yeah, like you said there, we should have come away with a point. We didn't take our chances, but again, it's against Norwich, so at least
it's a good side.
At least we didn't get battered. So like.
What's your feelings on Alex Neil now as a person? He got us promoted, but what's your feelings on him now at this minute?
Well, when he got promoted, I was like, oh yeah, great bloke. But since he's left the way he did, I've kind of lost all respect for him. Like,
same
here. The way.
Why do we go from here now? Who would you like to say is the new manager?
To be honest, I've looked at the odds for managers, and Dyche is up there.
I wouldn't mind Dyche.
I wouldn't mind Sean Dyche, but the thing is, would he come though?
It's going to come down to money.
Yeah, it'll come down to money. Like. I'm saying like Solskjaer's up there, but I doubt he will come.
Not him. No, please, no.
If I had to choose, I'd say Sean Dyche.
Best moment in the game this afternoon. That's overshadowed by Alex Neil, but the best moment in the game this afternoon.
Best moment in the game is when, like, pretty much during the first half, really. Like when we're all over them, like we're just hitting them on the counter attack and
staying positive.
Yeah, I'm staying positive.
We'll still be all right, you think?
Yeah, we'll still
get relegated.
Nah, we won't get relegated. Just all we need to do is bring a decent manager in before the end of the window, get a few more signings in. Like a midfielder is needed, like a box-to-box midfielder.
And Michu could be the one.
Yeah, Michu could be the one, and we could potentially be all right in the finish mid-table, cement ourselves in the Championship for a few seasons, and why not push for promotion?
Cheers your time. Cheers, Carl. Take care. Sunderland 0, Norwich City 1, and I'm with Danny. Disappointing afternoon for Sunderland.
Yeah, I think the first half we were all over them. I think we should have took our chances in the first half, but we didn't, and that's why they won.
Why do you think it went wrong this afternoon?
I think the way we attacked, when we attacked, we all got forward and none of us got back in time, and then they obviously had to put 3 Premier League players on to win. So I think we did all right, to be honest.
You think?
Yeah.
So you're taking positives out of the game, even though we've come away with nothing?
Yeah. I think first half we should have grabbed one, definitely. But I think if you don't take your chances, you just you won't come away with anything.
The game is overshadowed by obviously yesterday's breaking news that Alex Neil is in talks with Stoke City. So you'd imagine he's going to join them in the next couple of days. It's what's your feelings on Alex Neil leaving?
I thought, like, when we got promoted, like, he was one of my favourite managers, and until yesterday, when I found out he left the club, he was definitely one of my favourite managers, but I don't really like him that much anymore. Do
you think he's left us something else? Is your sort of the promotion? He's got all the fans behind, all loved him, but they sort of kicked us in the teeth by leaving.
Yeah,
you know.
I think he thought as soon as he was loved, he could have just left, but it's not how it works here.
Yeah. So your feelings of him now, all that good, the good vibes is gone. You don't like him anymore now.
No, not
I think
really.
a lot of fans is with you there. Like, to be fair, I think I loved Alex Neil, but what he did totally tarnished his reputation here, and that's it really. He's, you know.
What I've heard is that he went to Stoke so we could actually buy players because we weren't giving him enough money to buy players. But Stoke can't buy any players anyway. They have no money.
Fair play. They've got no money. Yeah. So do you think he's looking for a way out? Do you think?
I think he's just the wages that he was getting at Stoke. They were just too much for us.
Maybe he wasn't getting. Maybe him and Speakman and KLD didn't get on.
Yeah, maybe.
Or could it be a case that he was promised so much money but hasn't materialised?
I think that's probably what it is. I mean, he was only young, and what my dad was saying, like, he has a lot of money, but he doesn't think he can, like, use it all because he's so young.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. So are you staying positive?
Yeah, I think
we'll be all right.
I think we should stay up.
So until we die.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheers, pal. Take care, buddy. All right. Have a safe journey home.
Come on.
Cheers, pal. Lewis and Harry on SAFC Fans React, lads. Disappointing result this afternoon. Where'd it go wrong?
Well, first half we were outstanding.
Yeah. We did play really well, you're right.
Last half, I don't know how that goal happened, to be fair with you. The ball would played across, Patterson came out, and then he just...
I think we just committed too many men forward and this is on the attack. Then
I think when Roberts came on, we went attackers.
Yeah.
And I think it didn't work, to be fair with you, but we move.
What do you make of the game, pal?
Well, we definitely deserved a point, but with losing Alex Neil, obviously the players would have been down. I think.
Do you think that's a good point? Good point you made there.
It was all right against one of the best teams in the league, but I think we definitely deserved a point and deserved to get a goal in the first half.
But in this league, as I said in previous interviews, if you don't take your chances in the Championship, we've had 3 or 4 really good ones. It'll come back and bite you on the backside, and that's what I think. That's what's happened this afternoon.
Well, we hit the bar a couple of times.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But you've got to take one. We've got to take one of them, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's your feelings on Alex Neil? I mean, he's left controversially. Left yesterday. He left to go to Stoke City.
I was a bit gutted, like, because we won 1-0 against them last week. But I think Big Sam has to come in.
Oh, that'll be. I'll tell you something now. That's the only thing that would make me get over this Alex Neil leaving. I'm absolutely devastated. But imagine if Big Sam come back. That'd be something else, wouldn't it?
I'll be over the moon, me.
Well, it'd be something else, wouldn't it? Aye.
Well, I think it was a bit sly from Stoke trying to take them.
It was, but he had a clause in his contract so he could speak to anybody. So.
Well, for the new managers, I would really like Big Sam, maybe Sean Dyche to come in.
Sean Dyche, I think there's 2 good managers there. We need to get somebody like that, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, this club, you know, we're 6 at them. We'll probably drop after a day with the games, but I know we're down in the dumps. But are you positive going forward? We've signed a player this afternoon called Michu from Paris Saint-Germain. Have you heard? It was announced.
I've heard the meant to be really good, actually.
Midfielder, that's what we've been crying for, a midfielder.
Yeah, he's better than. He might be he's attacker as well.
Yeah.
So maybe a bit like he might be like Pritchard.
Maybe somebody for him. But look at the game today. It's disappointing we've lost, but a game we've had our chances and we could have won it another day.
I think that we just need to keep on going. Like, you're going to take defeats in the football, and we just need to
stay positive and learn by our mistakes.
Yeah, and just
we need a character though now, don't we? We need somebody to come in and make sure this doesn't sit in and us get drawn into a relegation battle, isn't it?
Yeah.
We need to get the right man. It's massively important.
We need to just keep on pushing.
Yeah. Are you confident with Christian Speakman and KLD? I mean, the recruitment side, because Alex Neil said that he wasn't happy with the players bringing in. He says the transfer activity, he wasn't happy with that.
Well,
What's your feelings?
I was happy with all the transfer news. Really, like Ellis Sims.
Yeah.
Alex Neil wanted him, so we move. So I think if someone has to come in who likes all the players and have play the formation, like the players want to play. But
it's a bit of a bit down on me because Alex Neil leaving, it's just left a sour taste in their mouth, hasn't it? But look at your man of the match this afternoon, lads.
Man of the match. Everyone played good though, so I can't really see it, to be fair. But
due to the Norwich first half, but he wasn't on it second half, and he gave away some like bad fouls. But I'd say we played good, especially against a very good side.
So you lads are staying positive, yeah?
Yeah, I'm staying positive.
Right, chase your time, all right? Sunderland's up at die, yeah?
Howie!
SAFC fans reacting with Harrison, a disappointing day for Sunderland, but overshadowed by not just the defeat today at Norwich, but overshadowed by Alex Neil leaving as the Sunderland boss yesterday. What's your meetings? First of all, Alex Neil leaving.
I don't know, because making Ross Stewart and Pritchard leave, and one of the two best players, it's not good for us.
Did it come as a shock, Alex Neil leaving? I think it come to a lot of Sunderland fans that didn't expect that.
Yeah, it's not expected.
The timing was shocking, wasn't it?
Got us the championship and he just left us.
Left us in the lurch. I mean, 5 days before the window shuts, you know, on the eve of a game this afternoon, he leaves. Shocking behaviour by the manager, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. But what about this afternoon? Disappointing result.
Should have won. They got lucky blocks.
You don't take your chances, you don't win football matches, isn't it? Yeah. Simple as that. And it's brutal in this championship. You'll get chances. If you don't take them, you'll lose football matches, and that's what's happened, isn't it?
Yep.
Any standout performance this afternoon?
Think O'Neill.
Who? O'Neill.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Who would you like to see as the next Sunderland manager?
Bring Roy Keane back.
Roy Keane. Thanks for your time, pal.